Hey guys, Buddy here and welcome back for another episode of OLLIE. This is Ultima Pro... Oh god, I cannot say that. I don't know what's been wrong with me this last couple of weeks, but I just can't say it. Pruba? Ultima Pruba? Anyway, we are in West Central Mexico as we usually are. Got a couple matches booked in tonight. What that? Yep, booked in tonight. Alright, we got Evil versus Pasadena for the Universal title, which is probably going to main... Fuyuku hasn't got the greatest of psych, which is a little surprising. It's continuing to rise, which is good. And Evil has not either. Oh, by the way, Evil's the main eventer now, which is probably great. We're gonna go 20 minutes on this, as opposed to a little longer. Actually, we go 22 on it. And Evil's gonna win. Evil's gonna win. It's gonna be open, called, slow built, decisive. I'm gonna take the call off of there, and we're going to have Pasadena, unmasked by Evil. Oh god. I was like, wait, what? She's refusing? I thought we owned that mask. Pasadena's embarrassment, it's over. Ripped apart. And the revenge is taken. That might be a theme of the night. As TEW, probably should book this in. TEW versus Mr. Lucha, blood feud. Probably gonna go longer, but even if they don't have the psych for it, just because it is going to be vicious. I'm gonna even put it as a spectacle, because I want it to be a story-driven match where TEW, he does exactly what he said he was gonna do. He just picks apart every limb, inch by inch. And Lucha, despite being a heel, one of the most hated heels in the entire company for the last couple of months, actually starts to get like a babyface reaction with his comeback. That's how vicious TEW was. But despite Mr. Lucha 3's attempts, he can't make the comeback, and TEW at the end of the match locks in something, or locks in a submission, and Mr. Lucha has to tap away his famous legacy. And if he will, I believe he will, because it's not that big of a mask right now. Cool. Yep, taps away his famous legacy after the match. Oh yeah, it's title versus mask. And then after the match, TEW doesn't shake his hand, doesn't help him to his feet. He just continues. After the mask is off and he's embarrassed, and Mr. Lucha, all he wants to do is go to the back. TEW just continues, locks in another submission hold. Ref tries to force him off of him. Doesn't work. TEW is just no. Like, this was the one challenge TEW had left. That he felt like last year he didn't accomplish, and he is not gonna let up on that. Like, he's mad, and he is going to take his revenge. And Mr. Lucha viciously beaten, after finally the ref gets him off, beaten, bloodied, even bruised. His mask is removed. Everyone can see his identity. His identity in OLLIE is basically ruined. All of the work he had last year, one of the hardest fighting people, he's walking out of OLLIE, and he feels probably like he might not come back. He might not. It's one of the worst nights of Mr. Lucha's life. On to happier notes, we have a trios match. Trey Rivita going to be teaming with Marcos and Nicholas to take on Amo Del Gato and Evil Intent, the premier tag team, as I like to call them in OLLIE. I feel like I'm JBL with all this like marketing. Yeah, they're the premier. If they built a trio from the ground up, that's what it'd look like. Kinda. Everyone's like, "What the fuck you on about? This looks weird." Okay, open, decisive. That match is going to be hot damn fire. Alright, we have our three big main events for the evening. I guess we can fill in the blanks. If you notice some guys that you may recognize that are not on the roster, such as George Wolf, that is for next month, so don't worry about that. Some of them are here on just one appearance deals. Some of them are here longer, but you don't have to worry. They will be introduced as the story requires it, as the month goes on. Don't worry, a lot of them are going to be introduced next episode. Problem is, I haven't planned out the next arc. I had out this revenge arc wrapped up, so I haven't planned out the next one yet. I will do that immediately following this episode. Well, immediately following. I'm going to wrap up recordings for the afternoon after this, so I'll have today and tomorrow to plan out the next one. And then we'll come back and see how it goes. Because there's a lot of things. I kind of know... Because we're not that far away from the end of the series, and I kind of know the last two kind of arcs of the series are going to be. I I use arcs because I'm a TV mark, by the way. If you're wondering why I use that word all the time, I was like, why does he keep saying that word? It's because I'm a mark for like anime and TV and stuff, and I always like break things down into sections, and I thought arcs were kind of cool, but sorry about that. But I've got the last 2 periods of the series like planned out, but I haven't yet gotten how we get there, basically. So and I haven't got them planned out. I've just got the ideas in my head. So yeah, if you're wondering, that's why I've got to get everything a little bit more sorted. You can take on, yeah, Critico's a good idea. That sounds like a good idea. That'll be a bit of a warm-up match. You guys can lift the crowd. I realize I don't think we've done either of our required storyline matches yet, but that's okay, because we're gonna have Evil come out and win a match with Pasadena. That's okay because that happens. No, I'm just nonsense. That's one of the long recording sessions I do. Often I found that one of the things I don't think I've ever talked about this on camera before, or I guess not on camera, but I don't think I've ever talked about this before. But last year when I did the Road to Glory, when I wrapped up the Randy B Man Under Pressure storyline, I got praised by a couple of my closer friends for that storyline, and I appreciate that praise for sure. But when I wrapped it up on stream, I was knackered, and I don't like that means tired for those who aren't British. I was really tired, and I don't know if I did the storyline really justice. And ever since, it's not like eating up my waking moments or anything, but whenever I think back to that storyline, because people mention it every now and then in my closer friends, I always think, oh damn, I wish I was completely awake for that, or like more upbeat for it, because I thought that was a really cool storyline, and I wish I had just done it a bit more justice. Yep, the undead people, like Fiona Lazando's clearly had a problem with them, and the other two are like, yay, baby faces, so that can work. That can be our big high spots match before we head straight into the brutal, destructive match. I don't think we need any other angles on this show. A lot of the ensuing angles will come later. So, we are going to do the show, I think. I don't think there's anything else we need to add. No main eventers not booked, I assume. Silver Tiger, but fuck Silver Tiger. Let's go! So, in an 85B+, told you this was going to be hot fire. Probably the best match on the card. Nicholas Lopez, I forgot about his gimmick being still. Damn, hot fire. El Engendro del Inferno defeated Trey Vida and the Eternal Kings. And Hammer Delgado defeated Trey Vida by pinfall with 9th life. Hammer Delgado and Evil Intent make defense number 5 of their Campeonato Detrios OLLIE titles. 85B+. Trey Vida is improving in performance skills. Negatives are interspersed. A lot of it's due to time decline. There are 2 time decline people in this match. Good shit. Wow. 72B-. Raven Nightfall has defeated Espadachín Demoniaco by 2 straight falls. Nightfaller was the final fall. Then we have a 68C+. I think this is right before the blood match. Random babyface team defeated the Undead Army. Then I guess the second biggest match on the card, even though the first one's going to be the better one. It's a 77B, not bad at all. And it didn't even get the lack of psych note for such a long match either. Trey Vida defeated Mr. Lucha by 2 falls to 1 after losing the first. Final fall happening by submission. Trey Vida makes defense number 9 of his Campeonato del Mexico title. Mr. Lucha 3 lost his mask after the match, and also in a 91A gets absolutely wrecked, basically. We also cooled ourselves down with a Phoenix 2 Cosmic Rider match, which got a 60C. Phoenix 2 defeated Cosmic Rider, 2 falls to 1, I think that was. And then we had a lift the crowd back up with Resistencia, Espada Roja defeating, or gets defeated by El Critico, 66C+. Critical match was the final fall there. Evil enters to an 80B pop, and the main event gets an 81B, which is the second best match on the card, and I'm very happy with that result. Exceptional match. Evil defeated Pasadena in 22 minutes in a match with wager. Final fall happening by pinfall and Evil Salt. Evil makes defense number 2 of his Campeonato de Universal title, and Pasadena loses her mask after the match. Good stuff. Show overall gets an 81B. Really good show. Probably the best pay-per-view we've run so far. 8,300 people packed into a West Central Mexico arena. Increased our pop in run region again. It's weird. I think biggest props has to go to Amo, Nicholas, and Give it a Pasadena, because she'll probably cause a stink soon, and that'll be helpful to have her on my side a bit. Alright, so I'm not gonna talk every time someone gets unmasked about whether they're leaving or whether they're coming back. So I'm not gonna really talk about Mr. Lucha 3, which he's lost his mask, which is cool. Whereas, yeah, Pasadena, which is cool. And I think that's a pretty good buy rate. Let's check what the buy rates are like for the series so far. Biggest one's the first one. That was the worst buy rate we've ever had. And I think they've just gone down. The one last month. Oh, we've had 2 this month. That's why the buy rates were low. So what is our pay-per-view revenue in total for this month so far? It's not bad. It's about what you'd expect. Alright, so again, like I've said, I'm not going to talk about every time someone gets unmasked, whether they're leaving or they're coming back. With Pasadena, I can tell you, she's going to keep her name, but she is going to change her... picture, and she's now going to look like that, and she will now be unmasked, and she will probably largely be the same as she was before, but without her mask, and the character will be the same, by the way. So yeah, just in case you're wondering, this isn't a new character, this isn't a new story, it'll be the same person. She returns without her mask, or well, without her full mask. She's very clearly still wearing a bit of a mask, and that'll be her new look. Or actually, no. I like that picture a lot. I think she's great, but I think, yeah, she wears the face paint because she's a little bit upset about losing her mask, so instead she's wearing face paint. I think that's pretty cool. And then if we go down to, because I forgot, Evil is actually wearing a mask. If you see, yeah, see? He's got a very simple... Oh, actually, never mind. I thought I didn't give him one. But I did. Never mind. I was about to say, oh, we got to give him a mask, because I haven't yet. But I have. So that's all that problem. This is our franchise players. They're fucking Silver Tigers on there. But so is oh my god, Tirador! Well, an interesting twist. Mr. Lucha was top of this. Loses his mask. Is ominously he's no longer on this list. Nicholas is top, as he should be. And Tirador Alpha is the number 2 franchise player in our company. And so bloody well he should be. What a little bit of a career he's having so far. Nice. His best matches have been with Pride, which is a little sad, but oh well. And we got Marcos, who's still good, having great matches still. If we take a look at top 10 matches, still having great matches. And then we've got Nicholas over here, who's just a beast, just a legend. Oh shit! It was the Evil match. God. That's the match that had the 88. Well, that's the match that's happening, actually, I should mention, because Evil retained his title, of course, and because there has been a title shot announced for Nicolas Lopez at the next show, which is going to be Confederation of the Territories, OLLIE/MAW, Atlantico Cruzada. And that arc is going to be very interesting indeed. But the main event is going to have nothing to do with the joint show stuff. It's just simply going to be my man, Nick Lopez, taking on Prince of Darkness Evil for the Campeonato de Universal title. Will he win it back? Who knows? I want to check something, because I haven't even checked. When is Nacional de Lucha? Is in September, is in the 9th month. We're currently halfway through the 2nd one. So a long time is remaining for them to get their hands on the title, but that's the big one. Whoever holds the title on El Dia Nacional de Lucha gets to use it to destroy something. In terms of the demons, they're trying to destroy the human race, and in terms of the good guys, they're trying to wipe out the demonic undead army that marches the streets of Mexico. This is going to be my last episode of the night, of the morning, really. I'm going to go plan out some more stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, remember to leave a thumbs up, check out the rest of the series, subscribe if you haven't already, and remember, the questions Going forward, will Nicholas win the title back? How will Pasadena react to losing her mask? Will Mr. Lucha 3 return to the to the sacred halls of OLLIE, or will he go in shame and pain? He's surely got to take some time off. It was one of the most vicious matches we've seen in the history of OLLIE. Bloody and battered, he was barely able to reach his feet. He might have broken one of his arms or legs or something, and he got tore apart by one of the company's biggest stars. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today, and I will see you guys next time for the new arc, the Mid-Atlantic Crusade arc. I will see you guys then. Adios!